but your underlying energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Underneath that is the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like there was one period of time where you weren't sure exactly if it was worth the shot, worth the effort necessarily to continue pushing through, because I think you were in a current relationship, or maybe you were dealing with something that looked like it was a lot of work. And I feel like you said, yeah, you know what, let's just see how it goes. Let's just do it. The Ace of Pentacles, starting something new. Or you completely dropped whatever it is that you were doing and decided to take a new beginning. I like that, but this is all about the new beginning. This is all about this new start that actually it's about the longevity, the security, and the stability of a potential future, right? About a potential beginning. Like, where do you, like, it's about moving towards the legacy, right? You're making plans to not be this person that's kind of just like, okay, well, I have this relationship, that relationship. No, you're looking for some solid, some grounded this time, Cancer. And I could get that, because the heart of your reading is the Empress. This is about fucking building a family, man. You know, the Empress card coming up here, as well as could be that this is about your domestic life, your home situation, but it's more about creativity. It's more about, you know, tap into that creative aspect of yourself. And crossing that is the Ace of Cups. Like, I think you want to start something new and creative, and I feel like that's the thing, right? The Ace of Cups is the avenue and the which to take, and I feel like you may be like not so interested in that. You may not be that embracing of that new of this Ace of Cups, which is why this Ace of Cups is crossing. It's on delay. Because I feel like you want to create. In order to create, you have to be open to your emotions. You have to be open to love. You have to be open to receiving. And that's the thing. You may not be interested in doing all that. Why? Because you have the King of Swords in your past. So the King of Swords was protecting something. Now, when I see the King of Swords for anyone but an air sign, I kind of get this feeling that somebody's ready to cut someone up because they're protecting something. The King of Swords, in a way, is a protector of his emotions. And he's kind of cold and detached, so that's why the person that you may be dealing with, or you are very detached and very cold, because you're protecting something. You're protecting yourself, protecting your soft, fudgy insides. And I feel like you definitely took control. You're very serious. You handled your business. Again, you were very, you were thinking a lot. So you were using your mind power. And I feel like, again, that led you to be more detached regarding your emotions. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune with the star here in the external energy. Let's take a look at that really fast. Star is all about hope, dreams, manifestation. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune here in your present that indicates something coming back around, a second chance, another opportunity. Good luck as well. Okay, that right there is something coming back around, another opportunity that you may have been wishing for or wanting. And it's finally hitting your doorstep. Maybe this is going to happen this week, or if it hasn't happened yet, right? It may or may not happen this week. It all depends. Energy is fluid. It may take 2 months out of the year, because there may be some things that you may need to be aware of at the same time, or some things you may have to address beforehand. Things delay and happen for all of us. Happen for us in the time that it's meant to happen for us. So we just kind of have to go with the, roll the dice and see where we land, all right, see where it lands. But again, it may take a long time for those dice to stop rolling. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Especially if you're throwing it down a slant. Now, again, though, situation-wise, current state of being, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So there is this new opportunity around you. And I feel like this is something you've been waiting for so long. But this new opportunity is this Ace of Cups. This new opportunity is this new love, but you have to be open to it. And I feel like the emotional aspect for some of you guys, you may be ready to create, you may be ready to do that, but again, you have your guard up and away. In the past, that knows your foundation. This is like, I'm not that anymore, but in some degree you are, because this wouldn't be delayed. This wouldn't be like, there would be no problems here. Of course, I see you guys managing your situation better and waiting, divine timing coming into play, because you're keeping everything balanced and harmonious. But the situation is this still, is that you guys are not in any, you don't feel like you want to be in love to have what you want. But that's the thing, you have to be in love with yourself and be open to love in order for things to happen, in order for you to truly take advantage of this new opportunity that comes around, that you've been manifesting for like day dot. Now, this could be an opportunity with you, a new opportunity with you with a Cancer, Aquarius, or Leo, Scorpio, or Taurus. Okay, but it could be that This is just an all-around new beginning, but the situation is asking you to be emotionally open. And I do feel like you do end up doing this. I do feel like you're working on it. You're working on it. You're building on it. You're trying to do so. And I feel like your ultimate goal is to be emotionally happy with somebody that, feels, that gets you, that someone that connects with your energy. Now, your goal, aim, and vision is the King of Cups, so you do necessarily want to be in love. You do want to feel that love again. And I feel like the guard is up a little bit still. Like, you're not necessarily 100% embracing this. I feel like at the same time, the King of Cups is someone that keeps their emotions to themselves. And the King of Swords is very communicative, very open. He will say what he needs to say, and when he needs to say it, when he feels like he needs to say it. The King of Swords is very good at saying things. Don't ever have to worry about the King of Swords never coming up to you, because he will come up to you and say what he needs to say. Now, the King of Swords could indicate here that there is this need to be more, no, not necessarily in the past, because you don't need to do anything, but more so like, this is probably somebody in the past that was a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius you've been dealing with, and you may have another opportunity with them. You may be able to start something new with them. It's just hard right now, it looks like. I feel like you do have a new beginning. It's about being open to it. Being open to love, more so than anything. And I don't think you guys have been resisting love, per se. I think you just have been on... I don't think it's even comfort. Not comfort. I don't think it's protection either. Let me see. Why is the Ace of Cups, the crossing energy? Why is the Ace of Cups there crossing energy? There's a lot of cards. Why is the Ace of Cups the crossing energy? Why? The Page of Swords. What is this Page of Swords? What is this truth? What is this truth? The Star. Oh, Tower's coming up too. So for some of you guys, it could be that the Ace of Cups is coming up because there's a need to look at the truth about what it is that you've been wanting to manifest for a long time. And I feel like healing is the portion of it that's big, that's coming out of this. Ace of Cups, there's something that painfully was communicated to you guys, and I feel like you may have to heal from that, And maybe that there's some sort of painful truth about something that you've been trying to manifest, and you have to heal from that. Okay. Sorry, but that's, but yeah. And I feel like you have a new opportunity now, but more so than just being open to love, it's more about healing. Because the Star and the Ace of Cups, of course, the King of Cups is the healer himself. But you have to heal yourself from whatever was said in the past, some things that may have been very tough to digest or to hear. Whatever that was, it's time to heal. Because this new opportunity is there, and it's going to be delayed. The longer you perhaps you don't address what's going on. Like I said, you've been protecting something for some time, the King of Swords, holding back, not really, not necessarily holding back, but like shoving your emotions in a place where it's safe, so you can deal with the day-to-day stuff, so you can handle people. You've been probably a little more aggressive as well too, but the situation is that you still feel this pain, and still may feel this sadness, but the truth is the truth. Not to say that their person was right, that's their truth, that's what they believe. That doesn't mean that it should affect you. But either way, it may have been very painful to hear, and you may have to heal that. And this opportunity is asking you to heal that energy, to heal that pain. And I feel like that's why you have Temperance in the future, which is balancing, harmony, trying to get things in check or in balance anyway. Now, your outcome is the Eight of Swords, which I'm going to clarify as well. I don't like that, because the Eight of Swords is like feeling trapped in your thoughts. You kind of feel that way. And I'm like, why? Why do you have the Eight of Swords as your goal and as your outcome? The Hangman. Well, the situation is this. It's like you feel trapped in your outcome, but it's because there's a need for you to see something from a different perspective. I feel like things are on hold until you see what you need to see from this circumstance, from this new opportunity, from yourself mostly. Because ultimately the Eight of Swords is within your head. It's the thoughts and this process within your head. And it's not necessarily that you need to see the world from a different perspective. I feel like you need to see the thoughts from a different perspective, from a different angle. From the angle as, as like as if, would you be okay with somebody thinking the things that they've been thinking if this is someone that you love, someone that you care about, someone that you believe deserves a happily ever after? Or helping yourself to get out of a situation in your mind that keeps you from being able to take the action that you feel most led to take. That's the big thing. And it has to do with healing. I think that's what it is. I feel like you recognize perhaps in the outcome that you do need, you need to heal some things. Some things are not feeling too great for you. And that will help you feel a lot more free in regards to taking action and taking control of your life. Now for your wisdom of the Oracle, you guys have Truth Be Told, and it's very similar to the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. They are very honest. The Page of Swords is genuine and it's sincere, and that's the unfortunate part, because some of the things that kid can say can be very painful. But the beautiful thing the thing that just makes the Page of Swords so blessed is that it can help us get straight to the issue, straight to the core of the problem. And sometimes we need that to be able to truly heal what's going on. It's just being honest with ourselves and saying, hey, you know what, this is fucked up, or this is not really how I've expected it to be, or this is how I truly am, and then, this is how I have been acting, or whatever, then accepting it, and then, healing from that, releasing it, forgiving yourself, forgiving the other person. Wash away your burdens. Cry it out, y'all. I see this card as a cry it out card. Those tears flow. Whatever truth that you received, it doesn't have to define you, but this does mean that there's something true to this nature. There's something that you saw. If it really didn't affect you, you wouldn't have shut down like you have in the past. This person or whoever said whatever to you, or this truth has really gotten to you, has some sort of substance to it. It's about healing that and accepting it and loving yourself. You don't have to accept it by letting it continue on if it's something that you don't like. But if you find different avenues, find different ways to handle stuff, then you can do better, then you can be better, and you can feel better. Most importantly, because it's all about how you feel. Because right now, I feel like that Page of Swords has some sort of substance. Somebody may have said something to you that may have been true, that may have been hard to hear, may have been rude, may have had some tactlessness to it, but it may have been true. And it's all about just knowing and accepting your truth within that statement. Not that other person's truth, but accepting what you believe was true in that statement and healing yourself.